vampire and dragon defeated. Oh, we had our fun. Finished every quest released in 2001. 22 full years of questing, baking a death we cannot do. RuneScape 3 Hardcore Ultimate Ironman, questing through 2002. Welcome back to August 15th, 2002. And 46 fire making. That unlocks nothing. And that's okay. Just doing a little bit of fishing and cooking here. Trout and salmon, always a good time. We are well away from the next levels in the main skills here, but we still have 11,000 feathers, so I figure, might as well. And speaking of cooking, I actually found some new information. Newish to me, at least. Wasn't specifically mentioned in any news post, but on this day, there was actually a new piece of food added. Pineapples and pineapple pizzas. Requiring level 65 cooking, so we could easily make ourselves a pineapple pizza. They would heal a bit more than swordfish or whatever. But, again, fish are just so much easier to deal with. Probably not going to bother making any pineapple pizzas. It's definitely a thought, though, if we really needed the more healing. Swordfish would heal us 140, and pineapple pizzas would heal 162 in 2 bites. So, not exactly super crazy good. Slower to make, slower to eat. Just overall, kind of eh. So, they exist now. Not too worried about it. I was finding these bits of information while trying to look around in various available files for what the situation is in West Ardougne, whether buildings were added in the July update, or here in August, or, well, we're going to be heading to West Ardougne in this episode, so they're going to be all available for us now. So at least now the map should be more accurate. But between trying to find any forum posts for any forums that even exist anymore from 2002 and the very minimal amount of map information that also exists, I'm doing my best here. And whether or not anything actually exists in West Ardougne yet doesn't really matter, because we can't go there anyway. And even if it did, between the map and the game window being so small, you might not have even been able to see inside anyways. So, it's what it is. I'm just going to continue fishing here and stop worrying about it quite so much. I'm trying. Oh boy, pirate stuff. What's it gonna be this time? What's it gonna be? It is a scrimshaw of sacrifice. Okay. Goodbye. Can't drop that? No. Wild. We got another title. The Rum Thief. I think we're going to just stay with Hardcore Ironman. That's a little bit more accurate, I guess. Moving on. Without even getting a fishing level here. We're in Falador for reasons that will become obvious. it's time to get some updates here. On August 26th, 2002, plans were revealed about a massive twisting plot line that will serve as kinda sorta the main story for RuneScape. It's going to be a quest series. So that's an interesting change. Most of the quests so far have been very just one thing. I guess there was some movement in the story, going from Merlin's Crystal to Holy Grail. Hero's Quest required a bunch of other quests for various reasons. But overall, an actual through line of a main story. We will see how that actually goes. But an interesting thought. Work continues on the 3D graphics system and new engine to support it. It's almost ready to start showing some full demos. That's going to be very exciting. And please, everyone, don't enter your passwords on random websites claiming that they have previews of updates. You will get your account stolen. Constant issues with account security out here. It's a whole thing. And they are very quick to jump in on that new main story business, because on August 27th, 2002, we get the first part. Specifically, Plague City. Now this starts over in Ardougne. So what are we doing in Falador? Well, we're here for a lot of reasons. We need many, many different items for this quest. And most of them can be obtained over here near Falador. Starting at the general store, we need 5 buckets. It's a lot of buckets, and it's going to be very good. Put some water in most of these buckets. Ah yes, the X interface. Good. 4 buckets of water. Fantastic. And now we just need to head around the area here, picking up stuff, going places, just generally having a very ultimate Ironman time of having to go get things when necessary. A lot of these, well, I guess really only the spade and the pestle and mortar are going to be solved once the tool belt exists. And that's going to be a great time. It's going to be a great time indeed. I'm not going to worry about that right now, though. We just need to go around getting things. This last bucket also needs to be filled, but we are going to, again, worry about that later. And I'm going to get some runes together here. Seems like a solid choice. Get some air runes. Get some fire runes, water runes, earth runes. Just some runes. For general teleporting purposes. That's really not enough air runes to go along with that many elemental runes. Let's just grab a few more. We can afford it. We can afford it. We got a nice solid cash stack here. And we can always get more money if we really need to. That'll be good in that front. Still keeping hold of the nature runes here. Just because, why not? Why not? And we did say pestle and mortar. So we need to go to Entrana. Always a bit of a situation, that. We'll manage. eventually we will lose all our items for real and have to actually go do things to get them all back. But not this time. Not this time. We just need to pop in on here, grab the pestle mortar, and get out of here. I think we'll also hold on to the pestle and mortar until we absolutely need to drop it. We're not having much problems with Entrana currently, so I think we're actually fine. Not a big deal. Everything back where it goes and equipped and everything. Fantastic. And we will immediately be using our pestle and mortar on something. Over here in the food shop, trade widen, grab a chocolate bar. Interestingly enough, this used chocolate bar on pestle and mortar to get chocolate dust eventually is possible with a knife instead of a pestle and mortar, which would have been more convenient for us since we wouldn't have needed to go to Entrana, but does not seem to be the case quite yet. And now we need to head over to the crafting guild for a few things. Running straight through this empty field with nothing in it at all. No giant magical beam towers or clan camps. No problems here. Nothing weird is happening. Over to the cows, where we will milk them. Fill the final bucket with milk. Amazing. And then, last thing we need, while we're over here, is some snape grass, which we can just pick up off the ground right over here near the hobgoblins. I'm not too worried about the hobgoblins. There we go. And then we can teleport. I think that's still faster. We need to pick up one more thing before getting down to Ardougne. And it's going to be over in McGruber's Wood. It's a new item here, used for the quest. But it's not a quest item, so we can grab it before we need to get over there. Into the woods here. No worries about the guard dogs. We are significantly stronger than them, so that's good. Just need to squeeze between the railings here and pick up some dwellberries. Brilliant. We continue to suffer our non-existent agility level, running out of energy and it not coming back super fast. I don't think agility really helps with depletion, so it's still going to be a problem with all the running we do. Probably would help to not be carrying around 5 buckets of things. That is giving us massive amounts of weight. If we drop these, it's like 3 each. Yeah, without that, we're only 6 kilograms, which doesn't make a huge amount of sense with our full plate armor. So, I'm fine with that. Not going to complain. Not going to complain about that. Okay. Now, the last thing that we need is during the quest, but the previous to last thing is down in Ardougne. Need to run back down there, make our way around the player-owned farm, and the situation that is. It's going to be an interesting time, the player-owned farm. Should be pretty much fine once we get there. That's way in the future, though. I got other things to worry about, like the existence of the northern East Ardougne Bank here now. It's a place that exists. We're not going to get too much use out of that, most likely. It's a bank. And we can't bank things. Well, that's okay. Adding more banks does help quite a bit. But what we really need is trading the adventuring supplies store here and getting a rope. And that should pretty much be everything we need here. Perfect. There's going to be larger lists of items required for quests. It's going to be an entire thing, for sure. But for now, we're going to do just fine. And we also have some new buildings over here in Ardougne. Specifically, houses for Alrina and Edmund. And another house over there, buildings, all sorts of stuff. Talk to Edmund to start the quest. Hello, old man. Sorry, I can't stop to talk. Why? Well, what's wrong? I've got to find my daughter. I pray that she is still alive. Well, good luck finding her. Walks off into the distance. No. What's happened to her? Elena's a missionary and a healer. 3 weeks ago, she managed to cross the Ardougne wall. No one's allowed to cross the wall, in case they spread the plague, but after hearing the screams of suffering, she felt she had to help. She said she'd be gone for a few days, but we've heard nothing since. Start Plague City. Tell me more about the plague. The mourners can tell you more than me. They're the only ones allowed to cross the border. I do know the plague is a horrible way to go. That's why Elena felt she had to go help. Can I find her? Can I help find her? Really? Would you? I've been working on a plan to get into West Ardougne, but I'm too old and tired to carry it through. If you're going into West Ardougne, you'll need protection from the plague. My wife made a special gas mask for Elena, with dwellberries rubbed into it. Dwellberries help repel the virus. We need some more, though. Where can I find these dwellberries? The only place I know of is in McGruber's Wood, just north of the Rangers Guild. Rangers Guild don't exist yet. Okay, I'll go get some. The foresters keep a close eye on it, but there is a back way in. Everybody knows how to get into McGruber's Wood. It's not a secret, which is hilarious. Hello, Edmund. Have you got the dwellberries yet? Yes, I've got some here. Take them to my wife, Alrina. She's inside. Inside. Talk to Alrina. There's another door in the way. Hey. Hello. Edmund has asked me to help find your daughter. Yes, he told me. I've begun making your special gas mask, but I need some dwellberries to finish it. Yes, I've got some here. Prepared. Very good. You give the dwellberries to Alrina. Alrina crushes the berries into a smooth paste. She then smears the paste over a strange mask. There we go. All done. While in West Ardougne, you must wear this at all times, or you could catch the plague. Elena gives you the mask. I'll make a spare mask. I'll hide it in the wardrobe in case the mourners come in. They're very, very prepared here. So here is a gas mask. This is going to look Absolutely wild. Fashion. We have it. We're also going to take this picture here. Yoink. They're talking about mourners. And here's a mourner. Have a chat with them. Hello. Are you okay? Yes, I'm fine, thanks. Have you experienced any plague symptoms? What are the symptoms? First, you'll come down with heavy flu. It is usually followed by horrifying nightmares. I used to have nightmares when I was younger. Not like these, I assure you. Soon after, a thick black liquid will seep from your nose and eyes. Yuck! When it gets to that stage, there's nothing we can do for you. My goodness. That's some character lore there. We previously had nightmares. Wild. No, I'm feeling fine. Well, if you take a turn for the worse, let me know straight away. Can you cure it then? No. But you'll have to be treated. Treated? We have to take measures to contain the disease. That's why you must let us know immediately if you take a turn for the worse. Mm-hmm. Okay. That's what we got the mask for, though. Winning. And there's Lucian. He's back. Obviously not. Not gonna worry about that. Let's talk to Edmund here. He is behind the house. Hi, Edmund. I got the gas mask now. Good stuff. Now for the digging. Beneath us are the Ardougne sewers. Oh boy, another part of the Ardougne sewers. There you'll find access to West Ardougne. The problem is the soil is rock hard. You need to pour on several buckets of water to soften it up. I'll keep an eye out for the mourners. It's all very suspicious activity we're doing here. Bucket of water on the mud patch. Pour the water on the soil. The soil softens slightly. And we're standing on the soil as we soften it. It's definitely a strategy. It's softer. Softer. Soil is now soft enough to dig into. Perfect. And that's what the spade's for. You dig deep into the soft soil, suddenly it crumbles away. You fall through, you land in the sewer, Edmund follows you down the hole. Okay. So just a small part of the sewers here. Nothing super crazy. I think it's the pipe to the south that comes up in West Ardougne. Alright, check it out. Got a grill over the pipe though. Open it up. Ah! The grill is too secure. You can't pull it off alone. We can't climb it up because the grill is blocking our way. It's a grill. Amazing. And the pipe is an outlet. So what we need to do is teamwork. Add a rope to the pipe. Fasten it on the grill there. Tie the end of the rope to the sewer pipe grill. And get Edmund over here to help. For some reason, he brought his pitchfork down into the sewers. And there's often monsters in sewers. That's a smart idea. I've tied a rope to the grill over there. Will you help me pull it off? Alright, let's get to it. Very good. 1, 2, 3, pull! Amazing. Woo! We did it. Once you're in the city, look for my old friend, Jagex. I expect he'll help you. Send him my regards. I haven't seen him since before Elena was born. Thanks, I will. Alright, here we go. Climbing up the pipe. Through the sewer pipe. Amazing. And we emerge in West Ardougne. Now with buildings. Amazing. And we can attack the mourners. Probably shouldn't do that. Let me just talk to Jagex here. following the instructions we have. Hello, I don't recognize you. We don't get many newcomers around here. Hi, I'm looking for a woman from East Ardougne, called Elena. East Ardougne women are easier to find in East Ardougne. Not many would come to West Ardougne to find one, although the name is familiar. What does she look like? You show Jagex the picture. Always helps to grab everything you see while doing quests. Could come in handy. She came over here to help to aid plague victims. I think she is staying over with the Renison family. They live in the small timbered building at the far north side of town. I've not seen her in a while, mind. I don't suppose you could run me a little errand while you're over there. I borrowed this book from them. Can you return it? Yeah, sure. I can return it for you. Jagex gives you a book. Brilliant. What's the book about? Turnip growing for beginners. Amazing. Amazing. And just to the north, easily doable. Open the door. Go away, we don't want any. I'm a friend of Jagex. I've come to return a book he borrowed. Oh, why didn't you say? Come in then. You hand the book to Ted as you enter. Thanks, I've been missing that. Brilliant. Hi. I'm here. I hear a woman named Elena is staying here. Yes, she was staying here, but slightly over a week ago, she was getting ready to go back. However, she never managed to leave. My daughter, Millie, was playing near the west wall when she saw some shadowy figures jump out and grab her. Millie is upstairs if you wish to speak to her. My goodness. Don't want shadowy figures. That's generally not what you want. Hey, Millie. Hello. Your parents say you saw what happened to Elena? Yes. I was near the southeast corner when I saw Elena walking by. I was about to run to greet her when some men jumped out. They shoved a sack over her head and dragged her into a building. Which building? It was the boarded up building with no windows in the southeast corner of West Ardougne. My goodness. Shadowy figures. And even more. Not good. Not good at all. So we're going to go investigate this building with no windows down in the corner. It's not quite in the corner. And it also does have windows. It's this one. I mean, the windows are broken. Does that count as not having windows? And there's a gaping hole in the side of it. I mean, it's not a gaping hole. You can see directly into it, though. Alright. We'll talk to the mourners. How did you get over here? You're not one of this rabble. Ah, well. You'll have to stay. Can't risk you going back now. So, what's a mourner? What are you doing? What's going on? We're working for King Lathis of East Ardougne, trying to contain the accursed plague sweeping West Ardougne. We also do our best to ease these people's suffering. We're nicknamed mourners because we spend a lot of time at plague victim funerals. No one else is allowed to risk the funerals. It's a demanding job, and we get little thanks from the people here. And the people here, not having a good time, clearly. I haven't got the plague, though. I can go back whenever I want. Can't risk you being a carrier. That protective clothing you have isn't regulation issue. It won't meet safety standards. I'd like to see it. We can go whenever we want, actually. In blatant disregard for the whole situation here. I'm looking for a woman named Elena. Ah, yes, I've heard of her. A missionary, I believe. She must be mad coming over here voluntarily. I hear rumors she has probably caught the plague now. Very tragic. A stupid waste of life. Anything? No. Well, they're not being very helpful. Well, I'm going in. The door won't open. You notice a black cross on the door. I'd stay away from there. That black cross means that house has been touched by the plague. But I think a kidnap victim is in here, based on the evidence that I have. Sounds unlikely. Even kidnappers wouldn't go in there. Even if someone is in there, they're probably dead by now. I want to check anyway. You don't have the clearance to go in there. How do I get the clearance? Well, you need to apply to the head mourner, or I suppose Bravik, the city warder. I wouldn't get your hopes up, though. So now we need permission to go inside of the building where Millie saw Elena being forced into. The mourners are not likely to help. So we're going to head towards trying to get the city warder. Should be around here. There he is. Bravik. Go away. I'm busy. I'm in a meeting. He's busy. We didn't look too busy with our magical seeing through walls ability. We're going to talk to the clerk. Hello. Welcome to the Civic Office of West Ardougne. How can I help you? I need permission to enter a plague house. Rather you than me. The mourners normally deal with that stuff. You should speak to them. Their headquarters are right near the city gate. We can go try asking. I'll try asking them then. It is their area of expertise. So that's only fair. So head into the Mourner HQ, talk to the head mourner. The door is locked. You can hear the mourners eating. You need to distract them from their stew. Do we? Do we need to distract them from their stew? We just can't get inside here. Anybody? Anybody gonna help? No? Well, they're not being very helpful at all. My goodness. Huh. Well. They're too busy eating their stew to help me, I guess. Rude. Back to the clerk. Need to enter plague house. Should talk to them. This is urgent, though. I can't walk all the way over there. Someone's been kidnapped, is being held in a plague house. I'll see what I can do, I suppose. Mr. Bravik, there's a man here who really needs to speak to you. I suppose they can come in then, if they keep it short. Now we can talk to Bravik. Open here. Hello. You're not in a meeting. This is your bedroom. Well, at least not right now. My head hurts. I'll speak to you another day. This is really important, though. I can't possibly speak to you with my head spinning like this. I went a bit heavy on the drink again last night. Curse my herbalist. She made the best hangover cures. Darn inconvenient of her catching the plague. Do you know what's in the cure? Let me think. Ow. Thinking isn't clever. Here. She did scribble it down for me. Whoever hands you a tatty piece of paper. It's a scruffy note. Got a bit of milk. Then cries from Hocklet. With a pestle and nurner. All the ground doglet to the milt. Finals and Snape grass 5. That's one way of making a slightly disheveled note. When it's all just text. But that is the information we need to make the hangover cure. A bucket of milk, grind some chocolate with a pestle and mortar, add the ground chocolate to the milk. Finally, add some snape grass. And as an intermediate step here, we get chocolate milk, which is just fantastic. Chocolate milk and some grass that we found. The solution to all life's problems, apparently. Or at least hangovers. That's something. My head still hurts too much to think straight. Oh, for one of Trudy's hangover cures. Try this. Give Ravic the hangover cure. Ravic gulps down the foul-looking liquid. An entire bucket of milk this man just drank. Oh, that's much better. Thanks. That's the clearest my head has felt in a month. Ah, now, what was it you wanted me to do for you? I need to rescue a kidnapped victim called Elena. She's being held in a plague house. I need permission to enter. Well, the mourners deal with that sort of thing. They won't listen to me. They're too busy eating soup. They say I'm not properly equipped to go in the house, though I do have a very effective gas mask. Well, I guess you're not taking the issue. I guess they're not taking the issue of a kidnapping seriously enough. They do go a bit far sometimes. I've heard of Elena. She has helped us a lot. Okay, I'll give you this warrant to enter the house. Ravic hands you a warrant. Brilliant. We eventually get things done. Takes a little bit of doing. Bureaucracy. Always a good time. And now, back to the windowless building. They don't want me to go in, but I have a warrant from Ravic to enter here. This is highly irregular. Please wait. Hey, I got someone here with a warrant. You can't let them in. We go in while his back is turned. Ha 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 ha. Now we have things we can search. So we're going to search and find a small key. Always need a small key. Always a good time. Here's Elena. Unlock the door with the key. Hi, you're free to go. Your kidnappers don't seem to be about right now. Except for possibly the guys guarding the door. It's probably fine. Thank you. Being kidnapped was so inconvenient. I was on my way back to East Ardougne with some samples. I want to see if I can diagnose a cure for this plague. Well, you can leave via the manhole near the gate. Go and see my father. I'll make sure he adequately rewards you. Now I'd better leave while I still can. And she's gone. And we're gone. I'm gonna get out of here. Right through the door. Moore is still not paying any attention. And into the manhole, which is not exactly near the gate. It's something. And then here's Edmund. Thank you, thank you. Elena beat you back by minutes. It's not been minutes, but fine. I mean, she did kind of teleport away. Between that and scale theory, she could have been back here minutes. Or maybe we were just hanging out in the plague house for a little bit longer. It's fine. Anyways. Now, I said I'd give you a reward. What can I give you as a reward, I wonder? Here, take this magic scroll. I have little use for it, but it may help you. Quest complete. 1 quest point, a magical scroll, and access to West Ardougne. We have a gas mask now. and mining experience. Would have been 4,450. But we instead get 2,425. So that's fine. Get out of the sewers here. Never a good place to be. And get rid of all the excess things. Don't need a warrant. Don't really need buckets. And don't need the key anymore. Don't need the gas mask, the note, the picture. There's a spade right here if we really needed it. But some more is just more difficult to come by, honestly. But on this magical scroll, we read it and memorize what's written. You can now cast the Ardougne teleport spell, provided you have the required runes and magic level. And we in fact do have the required runes and magic level. 51 magic, 2 law runes, 2 water runes. And with this, we can easily make our way to Ardougne whenever we want. At least while we still have law runes. And teleporting here was an achievement. Great. This spell used to bring you over to the zoo. Now it goes to the market, which is potentially a more useful spot for it to teleport you to. It is all the way on this side of the town. That's okay. Most of the stuff is over here anyway. So there you go. East and West Ardougne. And all the shenanigans that involves. Very cool. Very cool. And that was just the first part of the multi-part quest. More coming in the future. Elena has escaped. And we will deal with all that later. Not next time. It'd be quite impressive to just go straight through the entire storyline. That's not quite how things work most of the time. Instead, we're going to be going the other direction. Not heading to the west of East Ardougne. We're going to be heading to the east for another quest. Next time. Goodbye.